Yeah.
In the meantime, let's talk about Black Friday. It's coming up.
Let's do it.
Are you thinking about buying anything this Friday?
You know what, Dan? I am a Black Friday cheapskate. I love Black Friday. I love deals. I love everything about it. And when Amazon came out, I jumped all over Amazon. eBay came out, I jumped all over it. How about you, Dan?
Now, did you get your big screen TV on Black Friday?
Actually, I in Canada we have Boxing Day.
Oh
A-
yeah.
and my big screen TV is pretty old. We've only been celebrating Black Friday here in Canada for maybe 3 years, maybe 4 years at most.
Ever since Amazon pushed it on you guys?
Yeah, and it's been pretty terrible the last like the first couple of years, but this year, last year, and maybe even the year before, it's been just as good as down in the States.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's starting to pull a lot of attention away from Boxing Day, which is the traditional Canadian and British holiday for buying things. I was really disappointed actually with Boxing Day sales last year, and I think it's all moving to Black Friday. So exciting, but too bad because man, I love standing out in that minus 30 weather, just waiting to get into whatever store I was trying to get to and buy my music card. Remember when we used to have our sound cards for our computers?
That's too old for me. Just kidding. I do remember. I remember my Sound Blaster 16. I remember everything
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So this Christmas, I've already, I hope my children don't listen to this, but I've already purchased an NVIDIA Shield to replace our Minix box. So
Really? So
yeah.
why?
Well, the Minix box is old. It's like I think it's 5 years old already. They haven't had a software update in a long time. Watching Netflix on it, it's still low res. I can't even get 720p on it. It thinks it's a phone, I'm guessing. So this new one, the Shield, is by far the best TV box that's out there. And you can get it up to 4K. My TV doesn't do 4K, but 1080p is perfect for me. So it will do all of that. IPT or IPTV if you're into streaming live. All kinds of great things on the Shield. A ton of RAM, great software, and they constantly update it.
Well, why wouldn't you want to do a Roku or like an Amazon Fire Stick?
Sure, you could do those if that's what you're into. I personally like using Android boxes because you also have the Play Store,
Oh
right?
yeah.
So you get a lot more functionality. Sure, you can download games on the Roku. I mean, mom and dad have a Roku, and my kids play this little game, and they have to share the tiny little remote, which, it's okay. It's cool because it's voice activated. Well, the Shield is voice activated too. Plus, you have everything in the PlayStation Store. And then the NVIDIA Shield also allows you to stream computer games. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card on your computer, you can actually stream directly to your box and up onto
Ooh,
your TV.
nice. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, so gamers love it. I don't think I'm going to do a ton of gaming on it, but it's going to be more for movies and TV and streaming that way. So I
So
have, yeah.
yeah, I was just gonna say, as far as Black Friday goes, what I was really hoping is that I could get one of those robot vacuum cleaners for
Oh
cheap.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And I looked online and they're not as cheap as they were last year, so I might
Really?
I might skip it. Yeah.
I guess it depends on the brand. Here in Canada, I've seen all kinds of deals for Roomba. We're talking $350 off, but they're also $1,000 vacuum cleaners,
Right,
right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've loved my Xiaomi. I've got a Xiaomi Mi, I think is what it's called, but it's a robot vacuum. And, I've talked a little bit about her before. We name her Rosie.
Mhm.
And she's great. She will be my robot overlord someday.
When she becomes sentient.
Yes, if we
Zzz.
don't regulate that right away. So I have a question, Dan.
Yeah.
A lot of Black Friday deals right now are on clothing.
Oh.
Do you buy clothes online?
It's very rare. The reason why I like to go in the store, put it on, see what it looks like. I'm the same way with glasses too. I don't like that Warby Parker thing where they send you a bunch and you try it. It just
Yeah.
seems so wasteful. I like to go to the store. There's something about parking at the mall, walking in somewhere, trying something on. I just have a hard time with it. And returning stuff is the worst. I mean, you have to go to the post office or schedule
Hmm.
them to pick it up, and then you have to have, boxes and tape and stickers and printout. It's just too much of a headache for me right now. It's not easy enough.
Have you returned anything on Amazon?
I tried one time. Actually, Amazon accidentally sent me 5 textbooks just a few weeks ago that I didn't
Oh,
purchase at all.
wow,
And
weird.
yeah, and so I said, "Hey, these aren't mine, but I'll send them back to you." And so he said, "Okay." And then he scheduled someone to come pick it up from my house, and so I put it on the porch. And then I got a note the next day from the postman saying, "You didn't pay for this to be returned." And then I called
Wah,
them,
wah.
yeah, and then I called them 3 more times, and oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. You know what? By the fourth time, I just said, "I'm donating these to Goodwill
Yeah,
because you can't get your act together." And if that's a problem on their end, could you imagine trying to return something normal that
yeah.
wasn't their mistake? I have no desire to return any clothes or anything like that. It just doesn't seem easy to me.
I've returned a couple items and it wasn't that bad, but I don't have them come and pick it up for me. I just walk to the post office, which is a block away, and I just keep the original box that it came in. And then you just go on Amazon, you print out a little